The Mike Tyson beast continues to linger in the minds of boxing enthusiasts, especially when witnessing a prospect whose performance seems to parallel the early career of the man who quickly became the youngest champion in history. Now, a new beast has begun to leave its mark on boxing rings worldwide, imprinted with the blood of those unfortunate enough to cross its path. Welcome. In today's video, we will introduce you to the Russian Lion, a beast that, so far, seems to have everything in its favor to earn a place in the discipline's Olympus. Allow me to introduce Arslanbek Makhmudov, a fighter who, to date, boasts an incredible record of 18 victories, with 17 of them coming by knockout, and has been defeated only once in his professional career. He made his debut in the year 2017 and has since continuously astonished fans with his wild prowess in the ring. Born in Mozdok, Russia, the Lion, as he is often called, is writing compelling chapters in the modern history of the discipline, some of which are worth remembering. On Friday, December 8, 2017, Arslanbek Makhmudov stepped into a professional boxing ring for the first time to face Mexican Jaime Barajas. Barajas had made his debut just over a year earlier, winning a fight by knockout in the third round against compatriot Abraham Ernesto Beltran.
Pone en paz, ahí lo lleva, se acomoda, lo está cazando, por poco se sale. Jimmy Barajas.
After a promising start, Barajas' performance in the discipline was moderate, winning half of his other fights by unanimous decision and losing by knockout in the first round on June 30, 2017 against Albanian Christian Prina. Destiny set him up for a 4-round fight against the new heavyweight, a 6'6" Russian nobody knew but who intimidated merely by standing in front of you. In the Danforth Music Hall ring in Toronto, Barajas sought to continue adding to his record of 4 victories, only 2 of them by knockouts, thwarting the debut of the Russian Lion. As soon as the bell rang to start the fight, Arslanbek stretched his left fist to test the Mexican's defense, who lowered his head to avoid the offensive moves of his opponent and tried to attack the body without possessing sufficient strength to cause significant damage. By the time Arslanbek started to counterattack, Barajas had no choice but to try to cover his head and retreat until he collided with the ropes, ending up in a position that would not favor him at all. There, he received a right hook that almost knocked him down but was caught by the ropes and propelled to stay on his feet. Arslanbek, with the calmness of someone just warming up, executed a combination of right-left directly to the Mexican's head, who no longer had the ropes at his back to be caught and ended up defeated on the canvas. Face down, without even showing any effort to get up, he was declared unable to continue the fight. Only 28 seconds of the first round were enough for Arslanbek not only to end him in that match but also to end his professional career, as Jaime Barajas has not stepped into a professional boxing ring since then. After his impressive debut, Arslanbek continued to rack up victory after victory, gaining more interest from discipline specialists and opponents who began to enlist to put an end to his incredible streak. With 14 victories, all achieved by knockout, Arslanbek embarked on the greatest challenge of his career so far, in a fight that, to this day, remains vivid in the minds of fans. The legendary magazine The Ring was the first to receive the news that the new heavyweight contender, the Russian Lion, would face former world title challenger Carlos Takam at the Casino de Montreal. The plan was to have these two boxing beasts headline the Eye of the Tiger event. By then, Takam had a professional record of 39 victories, with 28 of them by knockout, 6 losses, and 1 draw, making him suitable to break the Russian's undefeated streak, which began to parallel that of a young Mike Tyson decades ago. Probably, Takam saw a bit of himself in Arslanbek, as he had won his first 18 fights before losing to Gregory Tony by unanimous decision after venturing into professional boxing in France in 2005. Among the highlights of Takam's career is when he defeated 3 former world title challengers, Franz Botha by technical knockout in the 11th round, Michael Grant by technical knockout in the 8th round, and Tony Thompson by unanimous decision at the end of the 12th round. However, Takam's career was also affected by setbacks that raised questions about whether he would be good enough in the ring after so much time to stop the exponential rise of the Russian Lion. September 16, 2022, arrived and Arslanbek entered the ring at the Casino de Montreal to take the next big step in his career, facing Carlos Takam. Richard de Careful, Guy Girard, and Marie-José Guérin also appeared at the venue as judges to point out a fair winner in case their fists could not determine it at the end of the 10th round. The titles of the North American Boxing Association Heavyweight, the North American Boxing Federation Heavyweight held by Arslanbek, and the vacant WBC Silver Heavyweight title were at stake. Throughout 10 tough rounds, the brutality of the offense of these two fighters was evident, determined not to leave the ring without giving their all.
Right hand, Makhmudov! Trying to end it early!
With Carlos Takam surprisingly surviving for the first time until the end of the scheduled episodes against Arslanbek Makhmudov. When the moment arrived, the judges announced their verdict through the presenter's voice, declaring a victory by unanimous decision for the Russian Lion.
Again, eye to eye they stand. Oh my! 7. A good round for Takam. Oh my! Back with his right hand.
The toughest part of the audience was unsatisfied with all the achievements Arslanbek continued to achieve. After his victory over Carlos Takam, he was able to stop Rafael Akpajori and Junior Antonio Wright by technical knockout in the second and first rounds, respectively. Rumors that the Russian Lion only faced opponents who were out of shape would grow stronger over time, and the pressure to see him battle against an equally tough fighter began to be felt in the air. That's when a match against German Agit Kabayel was scheduled, who had made his professional debut in 2011 and, by that time, had 23 victories, 15 of them by knockout, without being defeated. Kabayel was not exactly eager to destroy everyone. It seemed that his fights were chosen with a cool head, which had been serving him well to avoid tarnishing his professional record. Therefore, when the news was revealed, a significant portion of the audience placed their hopes in him to show Arslanbek what it was like to step into the ring against an opponent of his stature. On Saturday, December 23rd, at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Arslanbek entered the ring to face his destiny once again with the same imposition as so many times before, but without knowing that fate had a resounding plot twist in store for him. The international heavyweight title of the World Boxing Association and the North American Boxing Federation heavyweight title, which Kabayel had fixed in the middle of his cold and calculating mind, were at stake. The fight started as a real contest, and immediately anyone could say that the German had entered the ring to end the Russian.
He's got this style where he's only focused on trying. There it was there, absolutely. First second contest, both of them throwing big punches.
Kabayel's offensive finally countered the brutality of the Lions' attacks, and in the fourth round, at 2 minutes and 3 seconds into the round, he would permanently stop him. Agit Kabayel would be the master behind Arslanbek Makhmudov's first defeat, as predicted. But moreover, he would have sent him to the canvas for the first time in his professional career.
Power that can turn it round. Oh, what an uppercut! Another one, and a body shot. Sanction the knees, and down he goes. The uppercuts before it started him, and the body shot put him down. Going for it, Fletch. The big answer, the big question here is, can Kabayel finish him off? He's like a big oak tree. Kabayel's been superb to this point. The body shots. He can't take the body shots, and he's.
Now, all eyes are on what the wounded lion will do next. In a story that is still unfolding, we commit to keeping you updated when new chapters of his journey through the discipline are written. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. Remember that there's no better way to support our content than by liking the video and subscribing to the channel, activating the notification bell. Now that you know the brief but unfinished story of Arslanbek Makhmudov, do you think he will manage to bounce back in his professional career? Or will he be one of the many promises whose peak comes to an end after being unable to recover from their first defeat? We look forward to reading your comments.